changing your life one story at a time. This is the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast with Editor-in-Chief Amy Newmark.
Hey, it's Amy Newmark with your daily dose of Chicken Soup for the Soul inspiration to make you simply happy. It's Thoughtful Thursday, and today I want to talk about a whole new challenge for teachers, making sure they handle transgender students with sensitivity and understanding. We've had stories about transgender teens for many years, and I was glad that we received quite a good one for our new book, Chicken Soup for the Soul Inspiration for Teachers, because I figured this story might help a lot of teachers, and thus a lot of students. Alana Long tells us that she had been an English teacher for more than 20 years, but now she was being asked by her principal to do something called advisory. It was her least favorite part of the day because she didn't know how to do it. How was she supposed to counsel a group of 14-year-olds about their emotional issues? Nevertheless, every Friday afternoon, she sat on the carpet in a circle with her students, and she listened as the kids shared complaints about too much homework and sibling rivalries and the other things you would expect from a group of 14-year-olds. But then, one day, Hannah raised her hand. I have something important I want to say. She blew her bangs out of her eyes. She was dressed in oversized jeans and a flannel shirt, and she had a close-cropped haircut. Hannah was usually shy about speaking out in the group, so everyone paid close attention. Her next words didn't seem to surprise her classmates as much as they surprised Alana. She said, "Most of you know me as Hannah, but I'm asking you not to call me that anymore. That is not my name. My name is Henry. I would like you to call me that from now on." Now Alana felt really unqualified to lead this group. "I am a boy," the newly minted Henry stated. "I have always felt like a boy, and now I want everyone to recognize me as a boy. I've never been comfortable being called a girl because I am not one. My parents support me, and I really hope you all will too." Alana wondered if the other students would start snickering, but they were all dead silent. This moment is something that I've been dreading for years, but also looking forward to. This moment is when I finally have the courage to tell you who I really am. I am proud of who I am. I am proud to be Henry. Nobody spoke, not even Alana, who as the teacher was supposed to say something. Finally, the boy sitting next to Henry put an arm on his friend's shoulder. "I always knew it," he said. Marcus, the toughest kid in 8th grade, had a funny look on his face. It almost looked like he was tearing up. He uncrossed his arms and began to applaud, and the others joined in. Henry beamed. The students took Henry's declaration in stride. They patted Henry on the back, told him good job, and wished him a relaxing weekend. His friends hugged him and told him they were proud, and the other kids looked on with a detached tolerance. It was the adults who seemed to have the hardest time processing the information. Alana felt terrible about some of the mistakes she had made as Henry's teacher and all of the clues she had overlooked. For example, Alana realized there was a reason why this student kept writing his last name only on his papers. It was because that student, formerly named Hannah, didn't want to identify by that name. And how many times had Alana pitted the boys against the girls in an academic competition and placed Henry at a table with the other girls, not realizing that was agony for that student? And Alana felt terrible about something that had happened 2 years earlier when she was directing the children in The Sound of Music. Henry, then Hannah, had asked if she could wear pants, not a dress. But Alana had responded firmly that the show was set in the 1930s and that all the girls had to wear dresses because girls didn't wear pants in the 1930s. Henry, then Hannah, had worn that dress in the play, looking horribly uncomfortable. Now Alana felt awful about that. She never meant to make a boy wear a dress in the school play, but she didn't know that the child who was officially a girl felt like she was really a boy. As a longtime teacher, Alana has had to learn to operate an interactive whiteboard and grade lessons online, but this is the biggest change of all. Now she has some clues how to handle this and how to be sensitive to what underlies some behaviors that she never understood before. I'm Amy Newmark. Thanks for listening to the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast today. If you want to read a few sample stories from Chicken Soup for the Soul Inspiration for Teachers, sign up for our free daily newsletter on our website, chickensoup.com. We'll be sending out stories from the book. And if you want to read the whole book, you'll find it at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Amazon, and wherever books are sold. Come back tomorrow for Friend Friday and meet another teacher, Danny Brissell, who actually learned a lesson as a teacher that you can use in business, in your personal life, and in every one of your human relationships.